Welcome to the video on how to install and use the FXTM Trading Journal. First, you need to download the zip file. You may already have received the link via email. If so, click the link and the download will begin. If not, go to the FXTM website at www.fxtm.co.uk. That's fxtm.co.uk. Click on the forum, tools of the trade, free trading journal, click the link and fill out the details, and the zip file link will be emailed to you. Okay, you've received your email, you've found the link, click on the link and save the zip file anywhere you like. I'm going to save this to the desktop so that I can find where it is easy enough. Close the page and there we have the trading journal. I'm going to extract that to the desktop. There we go. We click on the folder and inside the trading journal you have three files. One is another zip file. Let me tell you about that first. If we look inside the zip file, again you can just unzip that to your hard drive. You'll see all the files necessary to run the trading journal as an independent website. You have the default ASPX. If you don't know anything about this, don't worry about it. You don't need to do it. This is for advanced users who have their own hosting website. You can copy all these files into your host and run the trading journal from your website, so you can access that anywhere. If you know about Internet Information Services, you can copy these into a folder and link Internet Information Services to the folder and again run that as a website from your desktop. What we're going to do today is, for those people who don't know anything about that, simply set up the trading journal as a desktop application. Click on the setup program. Again, you have three files. One is a trading journal setup, one is simply setup. It's the setup that we need to look at. Accept the Microsoft form and again click on yes. What needs to happen, as you can see here, we've got the .NET FX40 setup. What that's doing is installing a framework so that you can actually use the application as a website on your desktop. This is a Microsoft product that I haven't got purposely on this machine, so you can see what happens. And now it's going to install the Microsoft.NET framework. Most computers already have this. If you haven't, it will download it from Microsoft and install that framework for you. So don't worry about that. I'm going to leave that to run and install, so I'll see you later. Okay, we've installed the .NET framework. It takes about a couple of minutes. So be a little bit patient with that, and then we are presented with a welcome to the Trading Journal Setup Wizard. This is the journal itself. It's going to install the files and the data files in your data folder. Click Next. This will tell you where it's going to install the folder. It is a good idea to leave it there because of later updates and things. Install it for everyone or just yourself, and click Next, and Next again, and the journal should install. Okay, say yes to that. Okay, click yes to the user account control screen to give them permission to install it, and it will begin to install the trading journal. What it's going to do is first install a program called Cassini. Cassini is a bit like Internet Information Services. If you don't know what that is, it doesn't matter. It gives you the ability to browse web files on your computer or to run applications as a website on your local PC. And when you start up the trading journal, it will start up Cassini, and then you'll be able to access the trading journal as a website locally on your own PC without being logged onto the internet, and it'll look like a website. So that's it, all installed. After you've installed the trading journal, you'll have an icon on your desktop, as well as in the start menu you'll have FXTM journal icon as well. Click on the icon and the Cassini web server will open as to a default port of 8888, and you'll see the trading journal there, and it will open at the front page with 4 important menu items: the dashboard, trading journal, import file, and the setup icon. Let's look at the trading journal first. Click on the icon, select a trade, and you can see in the form the trade appears with all the details. Hopefully before you place a trade you'll know all these details and enter the trade into the journal before placing the trade, and also read the trading plan, which I'll show you shortly. The important information that will be analysed: the instrument that you've traded, the date and time that you entered the trade and exited the trade, the direction of the trade, a short or a long, the size of the contract for the trade, and the most important, the entry price, stop price, the limit price or take profit price, and if you exit manually, the exit price as well. Other information on there will be analysed later. You've got the profit and loss, which is analysed in the dashboard as well, and also the risk to reward ratio, which I will explain later. As you click through your trades, the trade will appear in the form, and it is a page style. So at the minute we've got 2 pages here. You can see the second page is a little shorter. These are sample trades that you can delete once you've installed and started to enter your trades. The tabs at the top, comments, again important because you want to analyze this later. The reason you adjusted the stop, if you did, obviously you know not to adjust your stop backwards, but you can adjust your stop to lock in some profit. Why did you do that? What prompted you to do that? Was it a trend line break or support and resistance? The limit reason, again, are you moving forwards, hoping that the trade will go your way? When you place the trade, where do you plan for the exit? What's the objective for the exit? And again, the reason for entry. What sort of trade were you entering? The third tab, most important, the trading plan. You should have a plan when you place your trades. And first thing I do when I'm trading is open this trading plan and look at the daily routines, and this will tell me exactly what I need to do before I start my trading day. And you can adjust this in the setup, which I'll show you shortly. And it's all the price action rules that I use and the candlestick formations I use as well, and what rules I must stick to enter that trade. And you can tick these off as you do them. Make sure that when you place the trade you stick to the rules of the trade as well, and also if you use a price action rule that you stick to the rules as well. Let's move on to the setup tab. Click the tab. The first tab you'll see is the user defaults. At the minute it's only got one default, which is the account starting balance. What amount did you start with when you first started using the trading journal? This will be analysed later in the dashboard. Let's move on to the second tab, which is list boxes. Here is where you can enter all the instruments. There are some defaults at the minute, 5 or 6 defaults. You can add a new instrument. Let's add a FTSE. It doesn't have to be Forex. It could be any instrument that you trade. A quick description. And then the important part of this is the pip unit. This is the denomination of the instrument. For example, if it's a euro is 1.3256. The 6 is the pip unit, 0.0001. Most instruments are 0.0001. Others, if it is different, enter that. So at the minute we'll put 0.0001 for the FTSE, and then insert that, and you can see it's entered into the list. You can delete and edit these as well as you please. Again, this will be used for analysis later in the dashboard. Also, there are a list of brokers. You've got a test broker there. You can delete all this and enter your own brokers into the broker list as well. The next tab is the setup for the trading journal. If we just have a look at the headings of the trading journal, you've got the daily routines, trading rules, price action rules. If we go back to the trading journal, to the trading journal tab, you'll see here you've got the main heading, and then under that you've got the daily routines, the trading rules, and the price action rules. They are the headings that I set up for my trading journal in the setup here. Underneath there, if it hasn't got a subheading, it will say no subheadings. And if it has got a subheading, you can add that by using these buttons here. And from that subheading, you'll see a list of items that belong to that subheading. So We'll look at the price action and rules, click on Crown, and you'll see use the Fibonacci rules to trade. If we go into the trading journal, look at the trading plan, we have the price action rules and the Crown as the subheading. The item line, use the Fibonacci rules to trade, and that's the same with the other price action rules. And all the headings and subheadings can be changed, deleted, amended, or added in the Setup Trading Plan tab. The next tab along or from the left is the Import File. And what we can do here is to select a file from anywhere on your PC or network. This will then load up into the trading journal the trades from your broker or ones that you input manually. If you click on the Trade Import Template CSV, you will be able to download a template file to load up into Excel or whatever you use for your CSV files, and to add your trades from your broker to the template file ready to import into the journal. The new tab in version 1.2 is the Dashboard tab, and you've got some nice pretty boxes here. There's 4 segments. The first is the financial data, and at the minute there are a few columns that you can analyze your trades. You can the total trades, the total pips that you've had to date. That is from when you very first started to today, if you like. The winning trades, losing trades, win-loss ratio, and lots of other things here that are important to be able to improve your trading. The excluded trades at the bottom, if the software can't determine how to analyze the trade, it will say here excluded trades, and later again I'll be adding something to report that, so you can amend the trades. At the minute it just tells you which how many trades were not included in the analysis. And the second column, you can add a date range to analyze your trade. So for example, we go back to the beginning, refresh the data, it will add everything that again from when I started this journal. If you put your own date range in, you might want a month, you might want a day, etc., and it will report on the analysis from that time period. The box underneath the financial data is again another important part of trading. You need to know when the high impact news announcements are, and I use this from Daily FX, which tells me all the announcements, the lows, the medium and the high for each day of this week or of the week that you're trading in, and I know to stay away from trades if I'm doing day trading for that particular time of day. It is set to GMT time, so if you're in a different part of the world, you'll need to adjust that for your own local time frame as well. To the right, at the top, we have the chart that analyzes the trading profit and loss, and also your equity. The red line is the equity. We started here, and as you can see, as we've traded, we've gone up and up and up, which is a good sign. And below that, in the blue, the trading profit and loss for the months for the past 12 months. And below that, the instruments that I've traded on, it will tell me how well I've done per instrument. I've not done very well on the Euro USD, but I have done very well on the FTSE. So maybe I should be trading on the FTSE a little bit more than I do on the Euro. And that is it. That is the FXTM Trading Journal. Hope you have fun with it, and I hope it improves your trading.